Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the snapmobile.shop Sim500 Esports Truck Series. It is time to go race. Live from Darlington Speedway. Tonight's throwback event should be fun. A lot of older trucks and stuff like that out on track. Of course, all this sponsored by snapmobile.shop. Get your 5G ready at the wireless zone. Of course, the wireless zone makes everything better, and the 5G feature is closer than you think. Verizon's 5G wireless network technology will be the first in the market in the U.S. with both fixed and mobile versions, which is actually pretty awesome. 5G means faster downloads, of course, superior video streaming, as always, and opens the door for a host of immersive experience using virtual and augmented reality. Check out 5G. Why Verizon? Because Verizon has the largest network in the U.S. with over 400 locations. Our independently owned and operated stores have been provided Verizon products and service for 32 years. Make sure you check out snapmobile.shop for all the wireless info and all that good stuff. Of course, tonight race from Darlington Raceway. We come in here tonight after an off week last week. The last time we was here, Justin Fuller put the truck in victory lane. He's going to try to do so once again tonight. Don't see him inside the top 15 at the moment. By the way, for people wanting to know, I think hit the wrong button. Think by myself tonight. Derek not feeling the greatest, so he is sitting this one out. But either way, it should be a good one. Darlington tonight, Phoenix next week, and then Charlotte the week after before we head into another off week. Tomorrow night we will be live as well for the Red Sox Racing Series. Not even going to try to butcher the name of where we are. I will post a link here shortly, though, and it should be a fun race tomorrow. And that will be our final race of the week. We are off this Sunday because Mother's Day for the ASL Series. For anybody that is looking for or interested in a racing league, starting June 1st, I do believe it is a Tuesday, first Tuesday in June. The Chapman Outdoor Adventures Xfinity Series will kick off. Anybody that's looking, you can go to Facebook, type in iRacing Xfinity Series. You will see it pop up. And there you go. You can send a message over there to Todd Chase Jr. Get inside the Xfinity car. Going to be broadcasted here on TRN as well. And I think there's going to be some prizes, I believe, and all that stuff given away. So, either way, it should be fun as we get set to kick off qualifying here in just a couple minutes. Got about a minute or so left. In the chat, let me know who you guys are pulling for. This is a stacked field here tonight. We got about 30 drivers, I do believe, here at Darlington. Right now we're at 32, so a great field here tonight right now. And like I said before, it's one of the things, if guys can finish inside the top 15 in this kind of field, you are doing something correct. So a couple of familiar names in here that I do know. Of course, Tommy Ryan, and I'm starting to get used to everybody's names in here, but I also see Topper Dugas, who is, I believe, the husband of Katie Dugas. Katie, of course, a broadcaster over on the Beehive Network, or Beehive Media, so it's awesome to be able to call his race. Let's see, Chad Coleman is in here. Of course, Ryan Howard, we'll see how he does. Tyler Dalton and Daniel Falkingham, one of the favorites, of course. We'll see if he could get it done tonight. He's got 2 wins here so far this season. Of course, Justin Fuller's got 2 wins as well. He picked one up at Lucas Oil and then last week at Las Vegas. So 3 races here. I was actually looking at the schedule earlier, and I did not realize that the round 1 of the playoffs, which is round 18, will actually feature 20 drivers for the 4-round event. So that's pretty cool. Instead of your normal 16, it's actually going to be 20. So a lot of room for guys to get into the playoffs and continue on. Anyway, get ready to go green here in just a couple moments. We're going to hop down to the big track and get ready for qualifying as we get set to go here. Darlington updated racetrack. I believe it just came out today, this updated version of Darlington. I know that the pros and stuff and all that good stuff's running it tonight, but to be honest, I'd rather watch trucks race it. But anyway, fun track, a lot of throwbacks here, so we'll see who we see. If we can find some throwback cars and paints out on track, we'll get set to roll. Who's going to be the first one out? Looks like possibly Eric Arnold. We will wait and see. He is. He was driving at number 31 Oreo Throwback. Of course, driven by Dale Earnhardt Sr. I know Junior drove one like that too, but I can't remember if Senior drove that type of Oreo. I can't not remember, but no, Junior drove it. I believe Senior did as well. Anyway, he's rolling out. Eric Arnold, number 31, rolling out to get his qualifying effort. 5 minutes here in qualifying, 2 laps as we get set to put some laps up on the board. Start to finally see some numbers being put down. We will wait and see. Is the green flag going to wave this time for Eric in that 31 Oreo Chevrolet? AJ Browning's out there. TJ DeBlasi, Robert Colgan, Anthony Calatoni, Doug Ruth, Brian Boris Cook also out on track. A bunch of other guys as well. And there you see the issue at Darlington. That is not going to be the first time we've seen that tonight. A lot of guys tend to get loose from wheel spin out of the corners, turn 2 and 4. As you see Anthony Calatoni right here on your screen. We will see what kind of lap he puts up, and you see it once again. Loose out of the corner in turn 2. And somehow flipping the truck. Brian Boris Cook, the 63 Bitcoin Toyota. See what kind of lap he can do. Currently second already on the board. Topper actually on top of the board at the moment. We'll see if he's able to hold that. A 30.505. Pretty solid lap. Probably looking for a little bit more. But we'll see. TJ DeBlasi jumps up to, never mind. Topper jump back up. Eric Arnold jumps up to P2. Here comes Brian Boris Cook. Currently 5th. Does he move up? He does. Goes to P2. Here's Mac McMillan in the number 88. This looks like a Ron Hornaday Jr. paint scheme, if I'm not mistaken. It's probably completely wrong, but didn't Ron Hornaday drop a Napa paint scheme in the truck series? I can't remember. Anyway, he is out there. Todd Chase also out there. And here comes McMillan. We'll jump back to Todd Chase for his second lap as well. McMillan going to put down a pretty good lap. He's actually probably going to jump up to second. Here's Todd Chase. His throwback paint scheme, kind of a Jeff Gordon mixed throwback. Pretty cool. The Rainbow Warrior with flames on the side. Pretty neat. Todd Chase going to put down a ninth place run. We'll jump back up to McMillan. See if he could take the pole away. Looking for a 30.200 flat or more. Topper right now on top of the board. It's supposed to be a good lap here. And it looks like that lap, does it count? Oh, his lap did not count. It did actually. I take that back. McMillan stays in second. Trey Edison, your current last season champion, jumps up to the top of the board. Robert Gillenwater, he was not here last week, I don't think. Or was it the 4 truck that wasn't here last week? Either way, I believe it was the 6. Gillenwater currently P4. And we'll see if Robert could jump up. Actually, I think this lap might be void, so we'll jump back to somebody else. Here's Kevin Brown, the number 93 truck. See what kind of lap time he puts down as he works down the back stretch. About a minute left here in qualifying. And only 17 cars right now. Makes that 18 cars have put down a lap. And off turn 4, Kevin Brown looking to stay off the wall. Coming to the start-finish line. EJ O'Rourke goes to the top of the board. Ryan Howard second. Kevin O'Brown going to jump up as well. He's going to look to go inside. He's going to say 17. Brian Macklin jumps up to P1. 30.064. Here comes Kevin. Once again, going to have time to finish this lap. Daniel Falkingham also out on track. We will jump back to, never mind. Daniel Falkingham going to go to the top of the board. 30.038 for the 39. Definitely a good lap there. Kevin Brown finishing up his lap. Pretty solid. 30.145. That's going to be good enough for P7 for Kevin. Chad Coleman shutting the truck down. Joseph Burgess in the 91, currently 24th. Looking to finish up his lap here. Not going to have time. So it looks like Daniel Falkingham going to be on top of the board. And we will take a look at the starting grid for this race. There you go. Daniel Falkingham on top. Brian Macklin, E.J. O'Rourke, Ryan Howard, Tyler Dalton, Trey Edison, Kevin Bryan, Mac McMillan. A little bit further back, Tommy Ryan with a top 10 qualifying alongside Chad Coleman, Tupa DeGoss, Robert Gillenwater, Mike Kelly, Scott Sibley, of course, won the Daytona race this season. Glenn Campbell, Brian Boris Cook, TJ DeBlassie, Jeff Ryan, AJ Brunning, Eric Arnold, Anthony Calatoni, Robert Colgan, Todd Chase Jr., Joseph Burgess, and the rest did not put down a qualifying effort. 33 cars, trucks, should I say, ready to roll off here as you see that 39 truck down on the grid. Trying to see who that is. Gotta get used to some of these paints in here tonight. Just looking at some of the paints we can kind of go through here. There's 12. That was a nice one. Doug Simone. AJ Browning running one. There's a 14 of Joey Gattina. So we got a few throwback trucks in here. Not a ton, but there is a few. Which is pretty cool to see. I always like seeing them. And there's the 39 Burger King truck, Daniel Falkingham, up on the front row. And that's who we're going to be watching as he rolls here to get set. One of the toughest one of the toughest things to watch here is pit road. Very tough pit road to get onto if we go green. And one thing about this racetrack, it can go green for a long time because cautions do not necessarily come out if you wreck because where the apron is on this racetrack. So here we go. Ready to get going here in just a moment. Hope everybody's ready. Green flag here from Darlington Speedway. Pace car drops in. Green flag set the wave. It is Daniel Falkingham leading us to the green flag. As we wait, and we are going green flag here from Darlington Speedway. Race is underway as we head into turn 1 and 2. It's going to be interesting with all these trucks fighting for position early here. See Brian Macklin right behind, up against the high line. The 41 of E.J. O'Rourke trying to take that low line away, trying to figure out a way to get around. Cold Tiger's got to watch these exits right now in turns 2 and 4. We're going to have to go high here a little bit so we can see more action. There's just so much stuff going on at once. A little bit further behind. See some side-by-side racing right here with the 2 of Mike Kelly. Able to take that spot away from Tupa DeGoss. Topper actually falls back just a little bit. He actually falls back to P13. Everything's still green and clean at the moment. May have had an issue a little bit further back. It looks like Joey Gattina dropped back just a little bit now, P26. As you get a look here a little bit further up in the field. Once again, this is the 5 of Trey Edison. This is a guy we're going to keep an eye on here tonight as this race goes on. He could be a factor to fight Falkingham and Macklin and the rest of them guys. And Falkingham puts out a fastest lap, 30.266. Single file throughout the field right now. Matt McMillan watching him. Let's hop on board. Ride with the number 88 in that Chevrolet Silverado. Working out of turn number 2 down the back stretch, looking at the 3. One thing about this track, watch how he enters. He's actually going to enter more of the center. Some guys will actually enter a lot lower. He would maybe touch the apron to slide it up the racetrack. Macmillan not doing that. He's actually going to run the middle and slide up a little bit. Wish we kind of had like a ticker that showed how many times that we would see someone smack the wall here at Darlington, because as you can tell, we are not running this race at night time, which is a lot different compared to, you know, normal, I guess. A lot of cars or a lot of leagues running at night, so kind of a little bit different here to watch these trucks running. They actually love this track during the day. It makes the track a little bit slick, so car drivers actually have to drive the truck a lot more. Anthony Calantoni just gave up that spot. AJ Brumman. Single file right now. Not a lot of racing going on anywhere you look, so we're going to kind of just keep an eye out. See if we see somebody making a move. I thought I see somebody up a little bit further. Maybe take a peek to the inside. That was a 33 of Ryan Howard. Working on the 41 of EJ here as they work down the front straight away. Of course, Trey right on the back bumper right now as well. Of that 33 Chevrolet. Of course, Trey also in that Chevrolet. It's a good picture and a good view for Darlington looking back. Looking down at Darlington from on top of the skybox. This right here gives you a great aspect of what this track actually looks like from this high of an angle. Everybody's doing a pretty good job right now, to be honest. So I was actually very impressed with how everybody's doing. Mostly everybody, not really pushing the calls too much right now. It's so early in this race, I think they got an idea. It's 110 laps, so it's not a short race by any means, especially at a place like this. Looking here at Glenn Campbell, may have an issue. Never mind, I thought we did. And there's just somebody blinking a little bit. But this is Glenn Campbell, watching him at the moment. Everything's still good at the moment, too, around the racetrack. Now back up to Ryan, still working on EJ. Topper Dugas having some issues actually pulling off the track. Not sure if he got the wall or just pulling off. Let's see what happened. May have had something happen here. He does got some damage. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that damage just taking its toll on him, and where he was dropping back has elected to come down pit road and has been our... I don't think he's probably quits, but we'll keep an eye on that. If he does, we'll let you guys know. And he has actually called it quits. So our first DNF of the night goes to the 4, unfortunately. And he will retire from the Darlington race here this afternoon. Or should I say night? I don't know. Well, we got our turn it up cam. It's actually going to be pretty neat. I'm not going to lie. Sitting here watching this. There's a good pass right there. Ryan Howard taking away P3 from the 41. So, Ryan Howard on the move. Actually looking at lap times, he's actually running pretty good lap times. May have an issue here. Slow truck. The 84 of Anthony Calantoni. He's got some pretty heavy damage as well. And this is what I was talking about. No yellow will come out sometimes when there's a wreck. And it was actually because this. There you go. He actually gets pretty heavy into the wall. And no caution will come out for that. He actually kept the car going in one direction anyway. So, unfortunately for Anthony Calatoni, he will drop back. Battle right here. The 3. Not going to be able to take the 18th spot away just yet. So we will stay single file for the most part. Oh, we might have something happening. Boris Cook with Eric Arnold may try to make a move here as they go back into turn 1 and 2. See Eric or Brian not being able to get that spot. We jump back just a little bit here. It's the 14 Joey Cantina taking that spot away. Now we jump up a little bit. Tyler Dalton and Kevin Brown was side by side for a very split second. Tyler Dalton, that number 19, check out his throwback. Pretty cool looking, I'm not going to lie. It is a throwback. He actually sent me a message of this. It's actually pretty cool. Throwback that he's doing. It's a Dennis Setzer 1999 Mopar throwback. So pretty neat. You don't see a lot of guys run Dennis's paint schemes anymore. So pretty neat to see guys do that. Trey Edson still working on the back of Ryan Howard, trying to figure out a way to get around him. He did get around EJ though. EJ falls back to P5. Todd Chase Jr. may have got a little bit of the wall. There's a little bit of damage there. He drops back from 20th to 22nd. Now trying to hold on to the 22nd as you see the 23 looking underneath him. Actually has the 83, Jason Brom, taking that spot away. Todd getting back into the wall again, trying to let him go, but still got the wall a little bit. And he will continue on. Here you go, the 38 and the 2 of Mike Kelly. 38, Chad Coleman. Hop on board. Trey Edson working on the back of Ryan Howard. This is for P3. Something I have noticed a little bit, the gap closing up on Daniel Falkingham from Brian Macklin. That now right around the second, closing just a little bit. Last time by, Falkingham was a little bit faster. We'll keep an eye on this lap as well, just to kind of see if Falkingham is faster. There is Falkingham in that 39 truck. If they come to the start-finish line, we will let you. It does look like he would be faster this lap as well. Yes, he will be. Not by much, but he is a little bit faster. Kevin Brown, Tyler Dalton, and the 88 as well now, Macmillan. And he does a 99 of Tommy Ryan in there. Tommy, of course, a great road racer. Can't wait till we get to a road course to watch some of these trucks. So that's going to be fun. It's still a little ways away before that actually happens. Before we get to a road course, I believe it is Watkins Glen. And that is not till July, if I'm not mistaken. But I do got some high hopes for him. Once again, shout out to Snap Mobile, all their sponsorships that they provide for this series. We appreciate that. They appreciate it as well. Thank you, Mike King, for following. Thank you, Jerry, as well, for becoming a follower. I do appreciate that very much. We're almost at 1,000, so pretty cool to be able to say that. For people that don't know, we actually kind of took a break from this channel for a while, went to another broadcast company, did it with them for a long time, helped them grow even more than what they are now. Well, actually, they're pretty hot now as well, but may have a wreck, actually. Let's get back into that in a minute. Scott Simley has had an issue. Yes, he has, and he is really slow, not bringing the truck to pit road. And this is what I was talking about, no cautions usually will not happen at this racetrack. And he even may have had a little help. Looks like the air got taken off, actually, the 44 and the 3. Yeah, see, no caution comes out because he's below that white line. And that is one thing about Darlington. Not a lot of cautions will happen here when you spin, especially towards the bottom of the racetrack. And here's another look at it. This is the 44 of Glenn Campbell. And that very nice looking throwback of the 12. And then the 31 also, unfortunately, getting involved with it here. So you see them cars on pit road. I was kind of talking right before all that happened about kind of the history, I guess, of TRN. About I kind of left, as you see, Ryan Howard going to take away second here from Brian Macklin. Good pass for the Dr. Pepper Chevrolet. Macklin actually may have a little bit of damage. Looks like Edison may try to make a pass here as well. But anyway, we're right at 1,000 followers. We do appreciate that. We came back just a few months ago and back up almost to 1,000 now, which is awesome. And here comes the 5 truck to the inside of the 30. And Trey going to be able to take that spot away. Justin Garner back in 20th. Was working on Joey, not going to be able to get there. Doug Ross, I thought should be okay. This is 94 Robert Colgan. He always is awesome enough to share the stream, so got to show him some love on the broadcast as well. Colgan Enterprise, people want to know. The plumbing, drain cleaning, mobile home repair. Number 94. It's a great look of Darlington from above. Shout out, by the way, for all you guys that have followed us. We are now 19 away from 1,000. It's pretty cool. And slide job up in front, and Yoakum does take that spot away from Gardner, so move him up to P20. Everybody else kind of spaced out. I've been trying to just watch live timing. We may have something happening right here. AJ Browning in at 17, working on the back of Brian Boris Cook, of course, at 17. I believe it's a Matt Kenseth throwback, if I'm not mistaken. It may not even be a throwback, but it is a Matt Kenseth sponsor at one time. So AJ going to try to take away this 13th spot from Brian. We'll see if he can do it. Let's hop on board and watch him. And actually going to take this spot right now. And slide job, yes he does. A little bit of a brake cut there from the 63. Does allow Jeff Ryan as well to close the gap up to the back bumper of the 15, or of the 63 and 17 Tommy Ryan right now, Jeff's brother, I do believe, inside the top 10 at the moment in P8. You see Tommy right there on the screen. Doing a nice job, and TJ DeBlassie really slow. I don't know if he's bringing the car to pit road. He is. Not sure if he had an issue. It looks like he did not, so he actually is bringing this car to pit road. We'll see if that's the start of maybe green flag stops. I don't think we'll see green flag stops yet, but we may. I feel like we're at least really 7 or 8 laps away before we really see them. Falkingham has extended his lap or lead out to 2.5 seconds at the moment, though. Robert Gillenwater, JDRF, Juvenile Diabetes Research. Currently running P11 at the moment in his Chevrolet. Trying to run another Ford of Kevin Brown right up in front of him. Kevin also sporting some pretty cool stuff. But Kevin Brown on Twitch. Check him out. Brian Macklin on pit road. This is scheduled. By the way, it looks like Macmillan also coming into pit lane. So we are seeing green flag pit stops happening for our leaders. We will see if this will bring in Falkingham, because that's going to really put us at a 2-stop race. So we're looking at lap 36, 37, and then another around lap 71 or so. And then that should get us to the end. So a bunch of people starting to hit pit road. Like I said, we're going to try to watch these guys as they hit pit road. We can see them. This is on board with our leader. Pit road here is very tough to get on. So we're going to try to watch our leader here just for a moment. Looks like we actually had one car miss their pit road. Joey Gadina actually had to back up into his box. Kevin Brown on pit road. Chad Coleman looks like he's on pit road. Trying to see, looks like TJ DeBlassie actually got caught speeding on pit lane. We got another car coming into 3, it looks like. I'm sorry, it was not the 3 coming in. That was someone else. Justin Garner coming in. So far, only one pit penalty, and that was on the 78 a little while ago. He actually pitted about 2 to 3 laps ago, so that happened a few laps longer. Everybody else making it look pretty easy getting on and off. Justin Garner sitting on pit road a little bit. He may have a penalty. Here is Daniel Falkingham in heavy traffic. He may try to make us to lap 40 or so before he hits pit road, but he is losing a ton of time. Will make it up. Should make it up. But we'll see. See if he hits pit road this time. Looks like Doug Ruth also on pit road. Jason Brom also on pit road. Falkingham not coming yet. See if Falkingham. Thought he would actually come on lap 40, but right now he has not came on pit road. And not coming this time as well. Kevin Brown, new fastest lap. Of course, he is a lap down with fresher tires of 30.229. Oh, Brian Boris Cook a moment on pit road. A moment. EJ on pit road. Here's the 41. So here's Funkingham trying to work around. The thing that worries me the most, though, you're Daniel. I don't know if you want to stay out too much longer. Like, if you're going to have to pit twice, I would rather do it around like 40 and 80. That would give you some leeway to run some of these guys back down, because you're giving up a lot of time right now to some of these guys that are slower. Yeah, you'll probably get back around them, but if you do it again, you may run out of time and not have enough time. So that's going to be interesting, especially if we stay green, which we're kind of doing right now. Behind him goes a mess of cars. You can see it right there. Ryan Howard about to work into that. You see Daniel right there, and you can see that mess of cars right behind him. Quite a bit of trucks right there. Oh. Jason Brom, the 43, you see them around the 94. A little bit fresher tires, I do believe. Actually, 94, Robert has not been on pit road yet. Now, granted, if you can make this to lap like 55, you're going to be good to the end. So if you can make it 10 more laps, a one-stop race is going to be good for you. This is interesting. Falkingham in a little bit of contact there between himself and the 83. 44 going to go by our race leader. The 43 looking to do the same. Robert Colgan on pit road as well in the 94. Still waiting on our main leader to hit pit road. Himself and Ryan and Trey, all three, not hitting pit road yet. So we're still kind of watching them to see when they will do it. You see there's Trey right behind him. Tyler Dalton right there as well. Tommy Ryan not coming in. Top 5 right now. Mike Kelly also not coming in. Robert Colgan may have got called. No, he did not come back called. Penalty? He did not. Robert Gillenwater up to 7th now and at P6. Everybody right now, our first car with fresher tires of the early cars that did pit is right here, the 30, Brian Macklin. He is working through some of these cars that have not pitted yet. So we're starting to see that. Guys like Randy Yoakum right up in front of him a little ways. So we're waiting to see some of these guys that have not pitted elect to come down. Like I said, if you can make it to lap 55, you're going to be good to the end. And that may be what a lot of these guys are trying to do, which would work out fantastic if they could do that. So I think that's what we're kind of seeing. I think we're kind of, here's a battle for position. 44 into 43. I think Doug actually just took that spot away from Glenn Campbell. AJ Brunning on pit road into 17. So we're starting to see a few more cars come down. He wanted to wait till lap 50 to do so. Here is the 39 getting passed by Joey in that 14 truck. Once again, still waiting on pit stops. Trey Edson has hit pit lane. But now we're starting to wonder, I'm starting to wonder if these guys can make it, 255. And is he saving a little bit to do so? Riding on board less than 2, Daniel Falkingham. He's definitely not saving. So Trey hasn't hit pit road. That's going to leave about... Right now the top 9 have not pitted. There's maybe a few more, but definitely the top 9 have not hit pit road. Make that now the top 8. One of them just got passed. So. If the caution was to come out, it's going to work out well for these guys. But it's inside the top 10. Darlington, you never really know if and when that's going to happen. Mike Kelly trying to run down Robert Gillenwater. This is for the 5th position. Once they pit, we don't know where they'll be exactly, but we'll see. I think once we hit 55, you'll see the rest of these guys come in, honestly. Kind of right on board here with Falkingham. Let's see if he gets pit road this time. May give it one more lap, come to 56, we'll see. We'll watch him to hit pit lane right here. Looks like Tyler Dalton is going to hit pit lane. G88 getting his lap back. That's Eric McMillan getting the lap back from the leader. Now 11 cars on the lead lap. Probably about to see a ton more, but we want to watch this. See if he comes down the pit lane this time. It looks like he is. Maybe not. Nope, not yet. Oh, it looked like he was kind of slowing down a little bit and not coming down yet. And Brian Macklin does not want to see these guys hit pit road. He would love for him to stay green right now because he is, right now, really closing the gap up. May have a wreck that actually happened. Robert Gillenwater really slow. Yep, coming to pit road. Has had an issue. Is stuck in the barrels. This could cause an issue because other trucks may have to come to pit road, including our leader, Daniel Falkingham, is on pit road. And we talked about how tough pit road can be, and I don't see why. Tough break there for the 6th. It looks like he actually had to tow, I do believe. Mike Kelly also on pit road. Watch Ryan Howard. Let's see if he comes down. We talked about how tough it is. It's on board. Let's see if he comes this time. Looks like he was trying to. Could not get down in time. We'll stay on board with him here one more time. There's smoke there as well. Don't know where that's from. Alright, so let's see if Ryan Howard comes to pit lane. He's got there 58 laps. Would guess that he would. Tommy Ryan has not hit pit road. Jeff Ryan hasn't either. Brian Boris Cook has not hit pit road. And here comes Ryan Howard. Look how tough it is. See that wheel? Look how sharp it started all the way down. And now he is on pit road. So Tommy Ryan going to stay out and lead a lap in this one. And that's going to allow us to turn it up here for you guys. Enjoy. So you're seeing Daniel Falkingham, who pitted a lot later than Brian Macklin, who's now your race leader. Got way fresher tires. He is running 2 seconds faster per lap. We'll call it a second faster per lap. Running him down. One thing about Daniel, we know he does not have to pit again in this race unless a caution was to come out. So pretty interesting to see. Here's Glenn Campbell as well. A little bit further back, we got somebody just blew up off the track. There's Justin Garter or something happened there. You see the smoke coming out the back end. This happened right in front of traffic, I believe. Actually, no, this happened on the front stretch. Into the wall. Oh. So you see cars dodging him. No caution comes out, and that is because below that white line is the apron. Unfortunately, Garner will be out of this one. That would now put us at least 5 guys, maybe 6 out of this one. Todd Chase, unfortunately, on pit road as well. He's been there for a while, so tough break for a lot of these guys here in this one. But we stay green here on lap 68, coming to lap 69 and 70. Pretty good racing there. Yeah, that's has been pretty impressive, to be honest, because this track is super tough to race on anyway. But here we are coming to lap 70 already with no yellows. Not super surprising if you guys have kept up so far this season. We can even go and check Las Vegas. We only had 2 cautions there. We can go back even further than that at a very tough racetrack in Dover. Kind of drives somewhat similar, I think. I know it's a different style of racetrack, but only 4 cautions there. But it's a very tight racetrack is where I'm getting at. And of course, Lucas Oil was impressive as well. 6 cautions at a short track. Not bad at all. So from here, oh, we just had a hard wreck. I heard that one. Brian Macklin's on pit road, but who else did I hear hit? Someone hit the wall pretty good, and I don't think it was him. Either way, we stayed green. I'm not sure who that was. I heard get the wall, but we stayed green in this one. But after this week, of course, like I said, as you see Daniel Falkingham taking back the race lead, and we'll try to drive away from this field. Next week, though, we go from this track to a little bit easier track in Phoenix Raceway. Looking forward to heading out west to Phoenix. Of course, we're going to be running out with the Open Dog League, so that's going to be fun. The restarts at Phoenix are always exciting if we get the restarts we want to see. And of course, May 19th will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway, so definitely an easier track when we go to Charlotte. And of course, we have our off week, and then the next few races after that will be Texas, Talladega, Pocono, and then Nashville. So Phoenix next week, and that's going to be a good one. Kevin Brown is on pit road. So we're seeing some cars pit that basically get our earlier stop and know that they have to pit, so they're electing to do it now into a 2-segment or 2-format stop. I'm actually surprised that a lot of these guys do not try the one-stop race, to be honest. For watching Falkingham, Macmillan is on pit road as well in the 88. So he is on his last stop of the day. I'm looking around to see if we can see any race going on. Here's Kevin Brown, Rich Jet. Actually, Kevin Brown is just getting around Rich. So Kevin on them fresher tires, going to try to work his way up. He will be looking for Scott Sibley, who is next. should be right. And Mac Miller just came out of the pit lane, so he's still a little slow. But we'll see. Other pit stops are going on as well. It looks like Doug Ruth is on pit road. Jason Brom is on pit road. We are seeing some more green flag pit stops happening here on lap 76. So it looks like them guys are actually leaving pit road now, so their stops have been completed. As you see, Falkingham still leading the way. Jeff Ryan trying to run down Randy Yoakum. Jeff on a little bit fresher tires in that number 3 truck compared to the, we may have a wreck. Kevin Brown has hit the wall pretty hard, it looks like, or has spun. Actually, it looks like somebody else got it too. The 2 of Mike Kelly, who's actually inside the top 10, had that happen. 2 actually did a good job saving it. Here's what happened to the 93. Good job keeping it off the wall. That could have been bad. Well. EJ. Getting past, it looks like by Trey this time. He did. Looking around, right here is a interesting position battle. This is for 5th, Tyler Dalton, Tommy Ryan. And you got some lap cars. Somebody else just killed the wall. It's EJ O'Rourke actually getting the wall pretty good. No, he's on pit road. I lied. He's 9th wall. But we're going to see this, and you see Tommy Ryan sliding up in front of Dalton and his 5 laps fresher tires. So Tommy going to move himself in now to 4th after EJ's on pit road. So starting to see a lot of things change. But what worries me is guys like Trey Edison. Will he be able to make it to the end in this one? He's after 30 laps. Should be very close. We're going to kind of keep an eye on that anyway. As you see Tommy Ryan trying to run down Ryan Howard right there in the 33. We're going to jump back a little bit in the field and see if we can find something else. Not really. Here's AJ Brody trying to run down Brian Boris Cook. And Boris just got loose off the corner. Drove the truck down there. Todd Chase message said he could not keep it out of the wall, so that's why he pulled in, and he's done with his trash track, he said. So I had to make sure I point that out. Randy Yoakum, EJ. This is not for position. EJ actually on fresher tires. There is the 41. He is trying to find a 3. That would be his next pass, who may be in a position battle right there. Yes, A.J. Brown just got passed by Mike McMillan. Actually, we are up to 6 cars only on the lead lap, and them guys do not have to pit. This is I'll be honest, the weirdest pit situation I've seen at Darlington in a long time. You see Kevin Brown going by Randy Yoakum. That is for a position. That is for 13th. So Kevin trying to move up a little bit. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was for 13th. See Ryan Howard running down Trey Edison. This is faster tires as well. So this is actually for second place here on track. You're riding on board with Ryan Howard. Trey Edison right now, your last season's champion, running P2 at the moment. But is on 8-lap difference in tires between himself and the 33. Comes Howard. Watch for a run out of the corner. It's a good looking view. Here's another good looking view. See a 33 right up on the back bumper for P2. Here coming to lap 89 next time by. So you see Ryan up in second now. He's got about 6 seconds separating himself and Daniel Falking. Here is a pass of 41 getting around AJ. So EJ moves up now to 10th. So puts himself inside the top 10. Side by side racing right here. This is not for position with the 30. The 83 unfortunately a lap down as well. Brian Macklin, however, the last car on the lead lap in P7. There is Jeff Ryan and Kevin Brown. This is for position. This is P12. Kevin actually just took that spot away. Coming to lap 93 next time by for Falkingham. He is out to a 6.1 second lead, and we are closing this one out. He's got a really nice lead over Ryan Howard. Howard is running a little bit faster last, but unfortunately not going to have enough time to close that gap in. If I'm not mistaken, Howard has not won a race yet this season, but is still up there in the points coming into this one. Overall, he is third in the point standings with 3 top 5s and, of course, 4 top 10s. Does have one where he did not finish inside the top 10, but pretty good there. Falkingham has 2 wins this season, of course, and I mentioned Ryan Howard. Falkingham so far this season, 197 laps led coming into this one. So he's going to lead a little bit more than that tonight. He's great strategy call. For him to stay out like he has and do that one-stop race here at Darlington. I wonder if there's a reason for that. I mean, I know what it is now, but what if he knew that coming in, this would be a one-stop race? We got a lot of traffic up there in Darlington. Right there. 94, Robert Colgan. Everybody's nothing really for position at the moment that I can find. These two guys have kind of not been separated. Over the course of this run. There's somebody that's making some moves here late in this one. EJ in that 41 truck, working up on the back of the 88. This is for the 8th position. AJ trying to figure out a way to get around this 88 truck. We are coming to 11 laps to go for Daniel Falkingham. Ryan Howard still second. Trey Essen still third. Tommy Ryan still fourth. Tyler Dalton P5. 7 cars still on the lead lap. Of course, you do see EJ getting around that 88 just a moment ago. Glenn Campbell back here trying to make some moves. He's a little bit further back in the field, unfortunately, but trying to get inside the top 20. So see if he can do that soon. Chad Coleman working on Kevin Brown for 11th. Brian Macklin has also run down Mike Kelly, almost put the door to him. Or to the 12, should I say. But you see the 30. Now, here's where it gets curious for me is Trey Edson. Can he make it to the end? He's on lap 51 on these tires. The number 5 truck. So can he make it to the end? We got 7 laps to go. So we're going to jump up to Helmut Mott. He may be saving a little bit. But here you go. Side by side. Brian Macklin trying to take away 6th spot. couldn't do it there. On board with the 7. Also with the 30. A little bit of damage on his right front, but he got a big run here looking to the inside. Let's see if he sends it in. Oh, almost contact, and he will take that spot away. So now let's hop up to Trey. I want to see if he's saving anything. Hopping on board with the 5 truck. He's not saving nothing, so I think he's going to be okay. I feel like he actually shifted, though. Oh, about to lose first truck, that's for sure. Trey keeps it in 3rd place. Falkingham, however, has a little bit of traffic working on the back of the 88. This is actually the 88 getting around him, so that's going to put now 9 trucks back on the lead lap. But Falkingham, with 4 laps to go, has basically dominated here tonight. I don't know if a lot of people expected that much domination, but probably an understatement. Well, we'll go ahead and say, though, looks like 5 cars not going to finish this race. A few more haven't exited out, but they're probably not going to finish. So we'll go ahead and just say 7 not going to finish, unfortunately for them. But the Burger King number 39 is going to finish, and right now he's looking at a P1 finish. So I'm looking at Trey's times compared to Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan's time about 6/10 faster. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time to make that up. Here it is, Daniel Falkingham working some heavy traffic. Yeah, it's going to be tough to make up that much time. Tyler Dalton's doing a good job, though. P5. See if he can hold on to that. As we come to 2 laps to go at the strut. There it is. 2 laps now are going to be shown on the board for the 39 truck. EJ getting around the 2, it looks like. Had a little bit of trouble driving away from him. Uh-oh. Trey Edison's short on gas. He will have to pit road, but he will not have enough to make it to the end of this one. Tyler Dalton's going to be really close too, but I think he's going to be good. So Trey Edison, not where he's going to finish, where he planned to finish. Unfortunately, in that number 5 truck, he is on pit road after running P3. So Tommy Ryan's going to take over 3rd place. Dalton 4th, and Brian Macklin 5th. Final lap, white flag coming out in the air this time for Daniel Falkingham. We'll see if he can finish it off. Goodness, what just happened? You guys bear with me for just a moment, as we have had an issue, it looks like, on our broadcast. All right, anyway, Daniel Falkingham will win this one. It looks like that our iRacing decided to crash for some reason. So Falkingham will win this one, it would appear, and we'll figure out the rest of them. It looks like Ryan Howard will finish 2nd, and Tommy Ryan will finish 3rd. As you guys can see, our whole iRacing just crashed, but that's okay. We will jump back and we will interview our race winners. No idea what just happened on that, but we will do that right now. All right, let's see if we can bring in our race winner, Daniel Falkingham, picking up the win here in this one. See if I can grab him real quick. Sorry about that, guys. No idea why it decided to crash on us at the end there, but it is what it is. Luckily, it happened at the end. We will see if I can move him in. Give me just a second. I'll figure out how to move him in here in a minute. Let me grab him real quick. Daniel Falkenham, it's happening up in the booth. You got a coffee?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, man. Pretty much domination. Man, that's tough to do. You did it on a one-stop strategy. A lot of guys pitting. You elected not to. Talk us through that, man. That's a tough decision to make, to be honest.
I really wasn't that tough for me. I knew the one stopper. It's less time I've hit road, and with how bad dirty air is, and just how bad it is to get through friggin' lap traffic here with how narrow this racetrack is, I kind of figured the one stop would be the way to go. And I was surprised by how many people did the two stop. So, but thankfully, we came out on the right strategy, and we came out with a pretty dominant win, and did it in the old Burger King throwback. So that was pretty cool.
Which is always awesome, man. Talk about driving this racetrack. Darlington's one of the toughest racetracks, probably, especially with pit road, how tough it is to get on pit road. Talk about driving this truck around this place. It looked like it kind of settled in over the long run, like everybody kind of got a rhythm, but short runs early, colder tires, or when you come out pits, looked like it could snap around on you pretty easy.
Yeah, that truck drove like that tonight. I mean, I love Darlington. This is absolutely one of my favorite tracks to drive, and especially with the latest updates that iRacing did, taking a lot of grip out of the racetrack, made it even more fun. We were sliding around a lot more, so it just made it even more fun. But it really wasn't that impressive to drive either. Just because, say, if someone was in dirty air the whole run, it really just plows. You had no clean air on the nose. You just plow right up to the fence. So. Yeah, I think I might have scraped the fence maybe once or twice just because I was stuck behind someone's air and I just plowed the whole corner. So, but other than that was really the only issues we had tonight. Had a nice clean pit stop, and I was surprised we had that big lead over Ryan there at the end. He was like 10 seconds back because he got stuck in some traffic, and then he closed down with 4 seconds. But thankfully, we were able to hold on. But I mean, this is a blast to drive. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the races. I think we race Darlington again Sunday and Monday night as well. So. Definitely, it's a fun track to drive, but it is pretty annoying to race because I think it's mostly one groove. But overall, this is a fun track.
For sure on that one, man. 3 wins this season. You've been in here before, of course, so do what you got to do. Shout outs and all that.
Yeah, I actually got to thank my actual sponsors, First Air Bailoff 207. I didn't have a throwback with them on the hood. I mean, but I will have that Monday night. So, but yeah, should have had a throwback with them on the car, but I'll try to think about that next time. But yeah, thanks for First Air Bailoff 207 for all their support. Also got to thank you for putting on the broadcast. You were a one-man show tonight, so appreciate you for the broadcast. But I got to thank Joey and everyone, all the admins who run the show here at Sim500, who run all the leagues each and every night. Got to thank all the fans who come out and watch us each and every week, and thank who's the sponsor? Snap Mobile Shop for sponsoring. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, good job on that, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, and I also want to thank my teammates at Team Name, Chad Coleman, and Kevin Brown, who were racing tonight as well. Gotta mention those guys. But yeah, thank you.
You too, buddy. All right, next up it is Ryan Howard, who will finish P2 here tonight. Ryan with another solid finish now. 4 top 5s this season. Man, coming into Darlington, this is a very tough racetrack to do or to race on, but you able to still finish P2. Not a bad night overall for you.
Darlington, that felt like Darlington. I feel like I lost.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, I feel like I lost about 5 pounds. Holy crap, that was what a great race. I did not expect that to go green whatsoever. So we just didn't get through traffic that great on both runs and just got a little bit too far behind. But man, we were coming. We were trying.
Let me ask you this, man, because this is a question I was wanting to ask you if I got to interview you tonight. Daniel, of course, has 3 wins now this season. What's it going to take to get you up to that one more extra spot? Of course, you're quick enough week in and week out, but what is it going to take to get it done?
Yeah, Daniel's quick. I thought we were pretty even tonight. He just got through traffic a little bit better on that first run, and I wasn't sure. I think this definitely seems a little slicker than what it used to be, a kind of an aging Darlington that they put in here. And so that was a lot of slipping and sliding. I thought I didn't really know when to pit, but I thought we would have somewhat of a shot at it. I just didn't know how it, I figured there would be more cautions, to be honest with you. That was wild. But I think we got some good tracks. Daniel's always quick, no matter where we go. He's got a lot of laps on a lot of these tracks, and we'll just have to keep trying to do what we can to put ourselves in position. A lot of these races have been going green, and last year it seemed like we had a lot of green, white checkers, so it's kind of been a flop. So
Yeah.
I definitely like it more long green flag runs. I think that suits my style more. I'm not too fast on short runs, but either way, we're getting beat right now, so we got to figure something out.
Man, the racing actually been very impressive. Tonight's race really did remind me of a real-life Darlington race, especially over the past few years. So congratulations, man. Second place. Shout-outs and all that again.
And got our buddy teammate Tommy in third, too, so got a 2-3 out of the deal, and congrats to Daniel. Another awesome run for him, and I don't know where we're racing next week, but we'll try to get him again.
For sure. We will be at Phoenix, just to let you know.
Down track.
There you go, man. Good job tonight. Next up, we'll talk to Tommy Ryan, who's not in a road car tonight. It's about time we finally get to interview you because, man, you are very impressive on the oval as well. I've kept up kind of with the Sim500 stuff, and I've seen you win plenty of times. Third place tonight at a very tough Darlington Raceway. You got to be pretty happy, I think, with the outcome of third.
Oh, man. Speed-wise, I was probably somewhere in the top 10. Definitely probably not third quickest, but, great call by my teammate Ryan Howard and the other guys, Jeff and Randy, just to stay out and just run it dry, man, and then go. Definitely got us track position there at the end. And, honestly, I would have put money on it that we would not have gone flag to flag.
I don't think anybody would.
No, I mean, it is a handful, man. And it takes some serious racecraft, man, to keep this thing green the whole way. So, man, hats off to everybody, man. That was incredible.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever broadcasted a Darlington race where it went green the entire thing, and that's 5 years of broadcasting and 4 years of broadcasting, so that's pretty impressive. Man, we go to Phoenix next week, and I talked about your road racing skills earlier in the race, and Phoenix does have them type of turns that can kind of similar a road skill, and I've talked about how good you was. What do you think about Phoenix? Do you like it? What's your thoughts on taking the truck there?
That's what's so funny, man. It is kind of like a roadie, but turn one is so inconsistent with me, and I have still yet to get consistent at hitting my marks through turn one and carrying the same momentum and the same speed when it's time to do that. But that's going to be a track position place. It's, braking points are going to be different, and it's going to be about track position. And as long as you don't screw up in qualifying and keep your nose clean and keep that thing somewhere in the top 10, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah, that's one of them tracks that also the pit road is kind of similar. It's a very tough pit road. I don't know. I would say we would have cautions, but who really knows? Either way, man. Third place tonight. You know how to do it. You've been up here plenty of times, so shout outs and all that.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, my primary sponsor, Northern Tool and Equipment, and just so everybody knows, this paint scheme will be running in the real race on Friday night with Eric Darnell. It's a throwback thing, and I think it's just a one run-off thing, one race deal. Unless the company I work for is willing to put more money. I was actually surprised I didn't hear about this until I actually saw it on silly season. But great. I mean, I designed that paint scheme, so I'm thrilled to see it back on track. So I'm definitely going to be watching. I may end up trying to go down to that race, but anyway, along with the sponsors, Northern Tool and Equipment, SnapMobile.shop, Coastal Safety Auditors, and Patriot Fire. Even though they're not on my truck, but still thinking about DJ, and hopefully he'll come back around someday.
I hear you, man. Hey, good job tonight. Good to see you back inside the top 3.
Yeah.
Hey, go get it done next week.
I know.
There you go, guys. There is our interviews for tonight. Sorry about the broadcast. It froze at the end. I racing it for some odd reason. It don't happen very often. Anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the race. Y'all have a great